Paris Saint-Germain took a short bus ride to Reims, knowing victory would open up a 5-point advantage. Fabien Ruiz denied brilliantly early on by Kévin, who was also up to the task against Kylian Mbappe. De Mukiele firing over. The talking point was the red card for Sergio Ramos, his 21st of his career between La Liga, the first in French football. With just 10, Paris saw Donnarumma come to the fore. A stunning save from Marshall Menezzi. Yet despite a fiery affair, Paris still could have come away with all 3 points. Mbappe finding substitute Neymar at the wrong side of the post. Paris drawing a blank. Lorient were gunning for history, but would a Breton derby at Brest be their undoing? It looked like it might be the case when Romain Del Castillo cleverly headed home. Fantastic cross from Finn Jerry Oronen. Brest staring down the barrel of a 7th match winless if they didn't have success against their Breton rivals. It didn't look like it was meant to be though. Laurent Abagel with a brilliant ball to release Terem Moffi. The Nigerian just can't stop scoring. 3 goals in his last 6. Abagel had to go off injured shortly after, sadly. And he would have looked on from the sidelines as Les Merlus found another winner. Johan Kathleen link it with Enzo Lefebvre, but it fell to Moffi. And another brace sees Lorient flipping into second. Well, Marseille had the chance to go top before Paris Saint-Germain were playing. They had the perfect start. Cedric Avinel penalised for handball. And Dimitri Payet's just 4th start to the campaign. He had the chance for his first goal of the season. More importantly though, becoming a Ligue 1 Uber Eats Centurion, his 100th in the division. The first current player to also reach a ton of goals and assists. But despite that bright start, Ajaccio had quite the turnaround in store. Pevik Musiti Oko with a stunning strike from outside the area. 11th goal for the club, but his first in the top flight. Ruben Blanco with no chance. And an incredible victory was earned when Leonardo Berardi played it past his own goalkeeper. Ajaccio with a stunning win to move off the foot of the table. Lens had the chance to climb onto the podium if they could win a fiery northern derby with neighbours Lille. They had the perfect chance to get things started. Just 15 minutes in, Josie Font penalised for a foul on Deiber Machado. The Colombian, though, looked to have already been stumbling, but it was the stumble from Florian Sotoka. Brilliant save from Luca Chevalier, who would earn his first clean sheet as a LOSC stopper. It was a tale of penalties in the first half. The only difference, Les Dogs took theirs. Benjamin Andre felled by Massadio Aidara. Jonathan David was not so kind. His 7th of the season, a 35th goal in total in Ligue 1 Uber Eats, and all 3 points. Back-to-back wins for Lille, the first time since March. Monaco had been the first up of the podium hopefuls, for the Clermont side travelling to face Montpellier. Wissa Ben Yedder looked to continue his fine scoring run, but it fell perfectly for his strike partner, Real Mbolo, with 4 goals in his last 5 for club and country. Ben Yedder himself, with 6 goals in the previous 3 outings, wouldn't hit the back of the net, but a young Dutchman would. Myron Baudou on for Mbolo. His first appearance of the season, scoring for the first time since April. Monaco with a 5th win on the trot. A Breton derby as Rennes faced bitter rivals Nantes. They had to survive Ludovic Blas's attempts on Steve Mondonda's goal, with Enano Kalimowendo linked with Amin Gueye again. And the pair brought up the first goal on 26 minutes. Rennes on a run of 8 home games without a loss against Nantes in Ligue and Uber Eats, stretching back to 2012. There was no sign of that being snapped. Brilliant goal from Martin Terrier after a fine team move. And then Désiré Doué stepped off the bench, a late winner in midweek against Dynamo Kiev. He also scored in another Breton derby against Brest. This one, though, a collector's item, 49 seconds after climbing off the bench. The youngest Rennes player to score twice for Les Rouges et Noirs. Canaries in trouble. Clermont had the chance for back-to-back league wins for the first time since August. The last time, visitors AUXERRE themselves had won. They had 2 goals ruled out for offside, but in the second half, the goals finally would count. Saïd Kawi, his first start since August, smashing home. Réjean Kei with the assist. Then he would get on the score sheet. The first time ever scoring in back-to-back games in Ligue 1 Uber Eats, beating Benoît Costil. A 1-2 knockout in just 3 minutes. There was to be a consolation. Jubal in his first Ligue 1 Uber Eats goal. The Brazilian strike wasn't enough. Clermont with all 3 points. Well, it looked like Lyon's full crisis mode had been somewhat averted. 3 minutes. Strike partnership of Moussa Dembélé and Alexander Lacazette setting up Tete. Although a huge slice of luck of first ever starter, 18-year-old Kévin, deflecting past Maxime Dupé. But there was a familiar tale, defensive woe for OL, and it was to cost Peter Boss's job. Laurent Blanc already announced as his replacement after Raphaël Ratau returned from a month injured to slot home and grab TFC a point. Nice welcome Troyes to the Côte d'Azur. It started with a bang. Just 2 minutes in, Mattia Viti with his first goal in a 5th start since swapping Serie A for Ligue 1 Uber Eats. Things were getting even better when Nicolas Pepe was felled in the box. That allowed 31-year-old birthday boy Andy Delors to step to the paint. And he made sure he grabbed himself his own present. Nice had never won consecutive games against ESTAC in the top flight. They were surely going to. Sofiane Diop got his second assist. Nicolas Pepe back on the score sheet after midweek winner in the Europa League. Yet 2 substitutes made it a nervous end for Nice, who hadn't won a home game in the league this season. Xavier Chavalerin from distance, deflected. Kasper Schmeichel beaten, and he would be again the Danish goalkeeper. The Portuguese substitute Abu Conte breezing through, but in the end Nice clinging on for the points. Strasbourg needed to keep the faith as they went to Angers in search of that elusive first win of the season. They were on their way after a quite sensational volley, arrowed in by Kevin Gameiro, ending a 7-match goalless streak. A 3-0 defeat at Marseille left Gerard Barticle's side with the worst defensive record in the division, and yet they hit back shortly after. If the first volley was good, Adrien HUNOU's one was even better. The 3rd goal since returning from stateside. Well, Maxime Lemarchand thought he'd given Strasbourg back the lead. Instead, it went down as a Miha BLAZIC own goal. And then it was 3-1. But this, a moment to forget for Yaya Fofana. Habib Diallo accepting the gift. A 4th goal, with a 3rd in as many games, by far the easiest. 14 goals conceded in the last 5 at home Angers. Miha BLAZIC did manage to become the first goal player to score both ends since 1966, but no points for that. 27 goals across week 10. Amazing victories away from home, 4 in total. But it's the draw at Lyon that saw the end of Peter Bosch's Lyon reign. Paris Saint-Germain top, and yet only Lorient of the top 4 won. They are incredibly just a point behind the champions. Monaco now very much in the fight, along with Rennes for the podium. Brest hit rock bottom, although the last time they were there after 10 rounds, they did finish the season 10th in 1989-90. Nantes also in big trouble. Ajaccio off the foot. Strasbourg kick off things against Lille on Friday. But it's Paris against Marseille, le classique, on Sunday night.